Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. You already know, man. I'm out here working. But anyway, I just wanted to put this video out real quick because I seen, you know, a few people have made comments on my videos as far as like the fact that there's no longer any real negativity to it. And I said in a prior video that, you know, every once in a while that I would get a little negative because it's just in my DNA to be like that when I feel like somebody is saying something that I don't think they should say. Now, just to address one person real quick, you know, I don't know, somehow not from up north, NorCal, Chica, or whatever your name is. Look, for one, you're irrelevant. And this is not even any shot at females, but when it comes to the whole, you know, banging thing, you know, to be honest, females are pretty much irrelevant for the most. I mean, don't get me wrong, like as far as like putting in work, like yeah, you're relevant on that end, but when it comes to like conversation amongst men, like when it comes to politics and anything of that nature, you're irrelevant because what you say means absolutely nothing in the scheme of things. Now, you know, I didn't want to get on you personally because I felt like it was somewhat beneath me, but just to just give you a quick reality check. Now, let me just state this. Now, as far as negativity goes on YouTube, I am still a grimy person, but I'm trying to conduct myself as a grown man. I work a lot and I don't really have no time to interact with people such as yourself. Now, when I heard your comment, you kind of remind me of that one Hina that a long time ago she had that. She tried to, you know, jock the homies. So instead of just putting something else, she put NUR, you know, which is kind of dumb in itself. But I get it. You know what I mean? She thought that was a popular thing to do at that time. But eventually she found out she was irrelevant as well. And that's all I really want to say on that. Like, look, you know, stay out of man's business. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you personally are not going to be the one to run up. And if you did, like, it would be a mistake. Like, it's, I don't find nothing physically threatening about, you know, the fair sex. I don't know what you do. Like, I just don't find you threatening. Like, I chose to address you because it gave me a chance just to activate that inner asshole that I got within myself. You know what I mean? Like they say, everybody got assholes, or everybody's an asshole because they got one or some shit like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's just to state that. Now, you know, you got other cats on my bumper. Like, when it comes down to it, dog, I'm just going to say this. Like, I've been on YouTube for a long time. Like, it's just like, I could say it a million times, but I've been on YouTube a long time. And after going at multiple fools and seeing where the energy's at the end of the day, nobody reciprocated that energy. So I chose to just, it just kind of makes sense. It's like being a bully. Like, you know what I mean? It's like beating a dead horse, which I don't like to use that type of, but it's like, it's in that sense. It's like, you know, punching a bag that can't hit you back. Like, so when people failed to reciprocate the energy that I was putting out, I mean, I don't know what I had to do. I've dissed dead. I've stepped on dead. Like, I've cooked foods, told them that they would go and they end up being unalive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things. Like, when I said in the song, like, I feel immortal, like, I kind of feel like that. And it's one of those things, like, I just, like, you know, just real quick, like, at the end of the day, man, everybody, you know, once you go down that road as far as the whole gangbang thing, it's always going to be within you. But when you get to a certain point that it no longer makes any sense. Like, I don't go to my hood to kick it no more, just for the simple fact that they don't need me around. I'm an old man with gray hairs. I got kids, and I'm just chilling at the house. Like, you know what I mean? When I'm not working. Other than that, I'm at work, working. You know, other cats can tell you they've seen my energy when they run into me in person. It's up if it's up, and if it's not, then I'm going about my way. I'm a humble person, and somebody take me outside of my character, which not necessarily take me outside of my character when they bring me back to that dude that I used to be, like, and he's still there, like, and he's relevant, and he's constantly scratching at the, you know what I mean, but I gotta constantly suppress him because at the end of the day, there's really no need to bring that demon out. You got to ask yourself, like, you know, like you said, like in a few other people, the tough talk and all that, but you got to ask yourself, why am I still here? Like, if I'm not about who I said or whatever, why am I still here? The cats have said sangre and all this, like, play them jokes with your mama, but in person, you don't do it. Like, at the end of the day, we all know, like, where it goes on that. If that was actually fact, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, that's why there's not so much negativity on YouTube from me, because it was never reciprocated. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like being a child abuser. Like, it's something that you don't want to be. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's funny because I have put something up. It's like, you know, why cats are doing certain things. You know, they say I'm not turned up anymore, but every time a paycheck come, I sit and I laugh a little inside at these cats that are just getting nowhere. Like, as far as the gangbang, you can have it. It's going nowhere anytime soon. Like, you know what I mean? And whether I'm out there putting in work or somebody else, it's just out there. I'm going to continue to say what I want at the end of the day, because it's been proven ain't nothing happened. You know what I mean? And that's just, and you know, the proof is in the pudding. I don't know how many times I got to say it. It's just, it's like, have you ever just sat back and just looked at, you know, this, that you say, like, when you're like the tough guy, but look at, I've said what I've said. Like, I've literally went out of my way to point out deads. You know what I mean? Like, dead. I'm practically a prophet. I said a dude was on his way out, and he's on his way out, and he said it would be me, but it just didn't happen. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know what to say. Like, it's just not even being cocky. It's just real. Like, I've lived that life, I've survived it. Now I'm on another page, and like, you know, like Chica or whatever, Berra, like whatever, it's trying to pull me back to this demon that just I'm constantly trying to elude. Like, being that guy didn't get me nowhere, but in prison for a lot of years, it made me estranged from my kids, with some of them, and it just made me the type of dude that just really don't tolerate any nonsense. Like, I can turn up so fast, it's just stupid. Like, I shouldn't be able to turn up like that at this age, but due to the fact that I am programmed the way I can turn up instantly. Like, my kids have seen, people have seen it. Like, I'll go from 0 to 100 like really quick. I know people say it, but that's just with me. It's just real life, and anybody that knows me knows how fast I'll go there. Like, you don't even have to provoke me too much. It's in me. But I digress. So when people ask me, you know what I mean, as far as like the negativity, and they, you know, make comments why I don't do it no more, it's just childish and it's old. And like I said a million times, I can make a million threats on the DL, and cats wouldn't reciprocate the energy anyway. So I'll be wasting my time. It's like, that's where you got the whole tough talk from, because I'm constantly telling cats how they can get it, and they don't get it. And it's just, it kind of made me like a straight dummy. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I felt like I was regressing, you know what I mean, to a point in time that really didn't make no sense. It was no longer the mindless little drone running around putting in work and doing what I need to do to get that reputation. Like, we're on grown men. You see all these grays for the Chica. You probably jock me anyway. I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? You won't be the first one, but see all these grays? I've earned that. Like, you know, it's what I'm on the street, like, what, trying to bang, and they see the gray hairs. I'm an old head, like old head. You know what I mean? Like, give me a few more, y'all be a triple OG. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of status. But I don't know. Now, I could see if I got on here and I was telling my little homies to go put in work and all this other nonsense, but I don't. I'm proud of my homies. I wouldn't even call them little homies. I'm proud of my homies because these dudes are doing good. Half these fools, more than half these fools, got good jobs, and they're out there getting their money. Like, they don't need Big Zod to be hanging around trying to pull them back to, you know, a zone. Right now, it ain't really no popping anyway, because, you know, dudes is telling. So what's the use? Anyways, man, with that being said, I'm your boy Zod. I'm about to take back to work. This is my lunch break. You know, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in real quick. You know what I mean? Let you know, Chica, that you're irrelevant, and just, you know, keep commenting. But I'm still taking my channel in another direction, and it's just what it is.